Hey, what's up? It's Bill DeWeese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach, and I hope you remain hunkered down and well during this pandemic. And it's a time when I'm especially thankful to be recording voiceovers because it's an at-home job and we're self-isolated. So all good on that front. So I recently received an email that I wanted to share with you because that may be something that is kind of rolling around in your noggin as well in terms of a question regarding your voiceover business, and that is this. This is from Nathan. He says, quick question, would you use a U87 AI someday, or do you love the TLM-103? Just wondering. I'm in mic discovery mode, and I'm looking at the Sennheiser MKH416 right now. You produce some great content on YouTube, by the way. Thanks. Well, Nathan, thank you for your kind remark. I appreciate that. Would I use a U87 AI someday? Yeah, I mean, sure, I would use a U87. I love the TLM. I would also use an MKH416. I've used all of those microphones before, not in my studio necessarily, but here's the thing. Here's my point. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I've worked in studios in Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York. And you know, the one thing that's never happened, a studio engineer has never had me speak and say, well, here, let me find a microphone that matches your voice. What happens is they say, Bill, please step into the studio and let's set a level. And I use the same microphone that everybody else uses. Because in the final analysis, what the difference between a U87 and TLM or MKH, and we could go on and on. There's so many microphones. By the way, this whole discussion is a distraction from the things that really matter. What happens is after you record, you need to be able to EQ your voice properly anyhow. There's probably no microphone, or in rare instances, maybe there's a microphone that perfectly fits somebody's voice. But the reality is most of us have to do some equalization after our voice goes through the microphone. I use a Neumann TLM-103, and I EQ it after I record it. It's not perfect. I get a little bit of sibilance. And I'm not saying the mic's not perfect. I'm just saying, the way my voice is produced through it. So you have to be prepared to do some EQ on the back end. So the obsession that people have with gear, and especially microphones, in my opinion, it's nonsense. It's a distraction from doing the things that will truly grow your business. And if you've heard me say this before, forgive me for repeating myself, but I think it bears repeating. I literally built my career with a $60 Marshall MXL microphone. I was doing national TV ads. I used that for years and was making hundreds of thousands of dollars with that microphone. Now, as my career progressed, I made more money. Sure, I upgraded. I bought a whisper room, and I got better gear because I could afford it. It was no big deal. But the point is, the difference between a TLM-103 or a U87 or a Sennheiser MKH416 or whatever the case may be, in the final analysis, nobody is going to know the difference, or very few people. Yeah, maybe a well-trained engineer, but most of our clients, they don't know the difference between a $50 mic and a $5,000 mic. Now, I'm not suggesting that they're equivalent, but what I'm saying is, especially with today's technology and the way things are progressing, is that the difference of quality is becoming less and less distinguishable. So yes, get a good microphone, sure. But more importantly, make sure that you EQ that audio properly on the back end. And I'm sure this will, create a bit of a debate. So if you guys want to debate amongst yourselves below this, that's below the video here in the comment section. That's perfectly fine. As for me, I'm going to focus on the things that I believe really matter. Things like marketing my business, working on auditions, reaching out, and making sure my clients are happy, the things that will grow your business. Because I guarantee you, shopping for a new microphone is not the best way to grow your voiceover business. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. I appreciate it. If you do like it, I got a feeling a few people won't necessarily appreciate this video, but if you like it, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Now, let me just mention quickly, speaking of building a voiceover business, if you want to understand what the important aspects of a voiceover business are, where your energy should be concentrated to make sure that your business is profitable, check out the link below. I'll give you a link to my latest training video. And at the end, I tell you a little bit about my comprehensive ongoing coaching mentoring program called the Voiceover Blueprint. Thanks again, and we'll talk soon.